Good Monday morning, folks. The week of Christmas. Well, I'm going to work until Christmas Day. But the reason I do that is because I've been working for my whole life. You know why? Because I love my country. And my job is to put back. I'm not a leecher. Get it? Get it, the motherfucking men Somalian in Minnesota? You get that? And the rest of all the people that leech in the system, everybody else that does it, wake up, get to work, get your ass out of work. There's no traffic today. So, you know, the liberals and the Democrats, they do not want the youngs or the generation, the coming up generation, the young generation, the one that go to colleges, university, the one that graduated in high school this year, the one that, you know, the brain still fully developed yet. And those people do not want you to love your country. You know why? Because if you don't like your country, you cannot build the country. If you don't like your country, you will find a way to destroy it. That's exactly what the Democrats and the liberals want you to do. Look at what they done to the black communities over decades. You know, if you look back in the 50s, the 60s, you know, even in the 70s, the communities, the black communities, pretty much, you know, were thriving. They were rich folks back then. They behaved way better. The crime rate was really low. You know, Chicago, Illinois, the places that now look like a third world country or even worse. Back then, it used to be a motor city. You know, GM, Ford, everybody working at the auto manufacturing. Even though, you know, you have the mafia back in the days, but even at night when the mafia run the street, it was a lot safer than it is now. Let the Democrats run in it. You see what I mean? The mafia protected territory. They built businesses, even though they were illegals, they were gangster and all that, but they built businesses, dude. They built, I mean, it was flourished. It was wealthy. It was rich. It was, you know, if you look at the history, you see it. I'm not lying. You know, I wasn't born then, but I've learned enough history to know. But then again, you know, of course, the Democrat will put out all kind of laws, and all of a sudden, the black community becomes the welfare people, becomes the criminals, become all kind of stuff. Why? Because they don't want you to know. They want you to be uneducated. They want you to be rely on the system that feed you, the fingers that feed you, and if you don't do what they said, they'll pull the finger out. They'll make sure you're on the bottom of the society, where you always have to rely on somebody for your survival, instead of your innovation, work hard, go out there doing business. You know, that's how the Democrat doing. They've been doing that for decades, and they still doing it. But thank God, you know, their numbers are losing. Their approval rating right now is in the negative. Be honest with you, you know, this is a risk of speaking out the truth about the Democrat, but this is the truth. If we, as an American, don't find some balls to stand up and to educate the new generation, the young ones, we would never, ever, you know, fully understand why blacks, Hispanic, and other minorities, poor communities, minorities, keep voting for these Democrats and put them in office for decades. Look at the fucking witch, Nancy Pelosi. She's a fucking witch. Look at her district. Look like shit. Look at California. Look like shit. You know, California used to be a wealthy state until this dumbass Newsom took over. You know, and I still don't get it. Why people keep putting his dumbass up there. So this is a short video that I'm making on the way to work. You know, every morning I wake up, if things come across my head, I would just go ahead and do it. I'm not scripting anything. I just speak from my heart. And I really hope that the young ones, the ones that go to college to get the good education, and they fortunate enough to get a chance to go. I didn't get a chance to go to college. I graduated high school and then I went to technical school. I didn't get a chance to go, but you guys have a chance to go and learn a better education with all the tools that help you guys graduate better than we did back then. Yeah, you guys need to do better. This country relies on you guys, because down the road when I get older, I'm dying, my kids will take over, and then their kids. This country will not survive with our new generation. You guys are the future. You guys are the key to open another door, maybe a bigger door for this country to survive. Not only survive, but to prosper like we did in the 250 years ago. Since 1776, since we took over the British, so we kicked British ass and make our own country. Look at all the countries around the world. Their age is like thousands of years old. And look at us, we're 250 years old. And we're number one in the world, financially and military. So you guys are the key to the future. So remember that. Go to school, get an education, but do not listen to these damn liberal colleges. They brainwashed you. I don't know how the hell they even get up there and teach. It should be the law to ban those idiot brainwash people. That's communist shit, man. So go to school, guys. Learn and figure out, what's right and wrong. You have to be able to judge. You have to be able to, differentiate between good and evil. This country is relying on you people, the young ones. I'm old now. I'm not even that young anymore. I can't do much anymore. But at least I want to educate you guys that do not vote for Democrat or the liberals anymore, or some of the Republicans too. But you got to go there and do homework, research, see what candidate is good for you. Remember that. Merry Christmas, folks. Stay safe. God bless.